Right. Hello, everybody. Ari here, sharing movement, breathing, meditation practices, lifestyle tips, everything which helps with your personal development, your personal empowerment, your health, and your well being. So, today we're at day 4 of the Nofap challenge, the Nofap series, cultivating your sexual energy as masculine men. And so, today we are going to discuss and practice some exercises which have to do with trauma and increasing your sensitivity as a man. And so I'm going to start with talking a little bit about why this is important. So in the previous videos, we've talked about how chronic muscular tensions can inhibit the flow of energy. Now you can see this like the dam for a river, or a blockage holding a river back from flowing. So we have these energy channels in our bodies. We have thousands, but we're going to open the main energy channels of our body in this series, the important ones which connect with all those channels. So we have these channels, and what holds energy from moving between these channels and between energy centers is tension, muscular tension. And this, how I see it, is that muscular tension is associated with trauma. So because of a traumatic event in our life, we hold certain chronic muscular tensions, and these can be anywhere in the body, in the belly, in the chest, in our shoulders, in our face, in our legs. And this inhibits the flow of energy. And so for me, for all you people practicing in this challenge, what I see is that people often forget the importance of using exercises to be able to release this tension. And so I've been looking around, in hearing how people's experiences are. And one of the main important uh, things that people do is to do some exercise, some physical exercise, some working out. And indeed, this is a great way to get that energy, get that blood flowing. And so another important thing, what people often mistake, is that there's a big difference between orgasm and ejaculation. Because what we're actually trying to avoid for our health and our well-being as men is ejaculation. In any case, too much ejaculation. And for everybody, this is different depending on how many energy reserves they have. But when I look around, I see that people don't make the difference between ejaculation and orgasm. And why this is important? Because we can have orgasm, we can have pleasure, we can connect with our sensitivity without needing to ejaculate. And this orgasmic feeling, which we often feel in the genital area when we're making love or masturbating, is actually an energy in itself which can be felt anywhere in the body. And what we do in this exercise series is to release tension in our bodies to get this energy to flow. And now remember, this is a practice which is incredibly powerful, but also involves discipline. And so some people, they feel this, after a week of practicing. Some people, they feel this after a month of practicing, and some people after months. So don't expect that I give you a magic pill here, and by practicing 20 minutes, you immediately get results. You can continue these practices, and then I guarantee that by continuing the practices daily, you will feel more and more alive, less and less needy to ejaculate, and more in control and in power of yourself. So that's just something that I wanted to share with you. And I can share from personal experience that the feeling that you achieve after being disciplined with these practices is even better than any drug you can take. In fact, there's been scientific studies which have shown that the amount of chemicals in the brain that are released, which are associated with your feeling good, like dopamine, when you experience this state of allowing this energy to penetrate and flow through your body, than any drug. So that sounds rewarding, doesn't it? And so in my personal experience, after having discovered these practices, I never felt the need or the urge to ejaculate. And that's a difference than masturbating and using that energy to nourish the body. But this is not something that we will be doing in this series, because that's that's a bit too strong for what we're doing now. What we're doing now is to connect with that energy without touching, stimulating, arousing it, and already then we can open the energy channels of the body. And maybe later, if you're interested, you can learn that with a professional or with myself, but in private sessions. So yeah, without further ado, let's get practicing. All right. So I invite you to put your chair aside. Make yourself a sacred, lovely space to practice some movements, breathing, exercises. So we're going to continue on from exercises that we've done previously. And I always like to start, as you know, my exercise routine with just shaking the body loose. So let's do that together. Shake your body, bending through the knees, feeling your whole body just loosening up, getting out of the mind and into the body. Remember, feeling is moving energy. When we feel in a certain area, we're moving energy there. And so I invite you to start at the feet. Move with your attention to your feet. On the floor. Feel your weight all supported by on your feet. And now feel your legs. The bones of your legs. Keep your breathing deep. Feel your pelvic floor. Your genitals, your perineum, your anus. Feel your tailbone, bottom part of your spine, an important place which acts like a straw to suck energy up the spine, which is what we will be doing at the end of this video. We're moving higher with your attention to the sacrum, where we have our sacral pump, which also plays an important role of pumping up spinal fluid and life force energy up the spine. Feeling with our attention in our lower back, now higher. Remember, this is a series of exercises, so if you want, you can follow the whole playlist where we have an introduction to these exercises, where we go more in depth. And now we're feeling in between the lower back and the navel. Breathing here, feeling this beautiful belly. And now feeling higher the solar plexus. Now we're charging our energy centers, our chakras, by moving our attention here, feeling our body releasing, shaking, just getting things in movement. And we're coming higher to the area of the heart. Yesterday we did a beautiful meditation to connect with the heart, to open the heart and to connect with our love, joyful emotions, positive emotions of the heart. You can smile now to the heart, remembering that the inner smile, smiling to your own body parts, and they react to this smiling, to this positive energy. So we're making a positive message, a positive imprint into our body. All right, now let's feel up higher to the neck. Feel your shoulders now coming up and down with a sigh. Keep shaking the body loose. Feel your head. Feel the energy all the way from your toes, rising up from the earth to your head. And feel your arms. Shake your arms loose. Feel your bones in your arms. Beautiful. Okay, we can slowly stop the shaking. And now I'm going to invite you to do some exercises which are going to help with our grounding. Because in order to do exercises where we're working with energy, and especially with strong energy like sexual energy, it's important for us to get a deep grounding in the body so that it doesn't rise up to the head and we get problems. And so I'm going to invite you to just stand, feet parallel, and just bend through the knees as if you're about to sit on a chair and come up again. And what we're doing now, we're doing this repetitively. We're working on actually using the muscles of the legs until they feel tired, and so tired that they begin to release. And what we might feel is slight tremoring, like shaking of the muscles, and this is not bad. In fact, this is the muscles that are releasing chronic tension. Releasing chronic tension and tremoring is a sign that our life force energy is now getting a chance to flow through. Keeping breathing through the mouth, because these exercises can be strenuous and we do them until we feel uncomfortable. So if you're at home practicing, you can always take your time, pause the video and just practice a bit longer. Feel your weight on the balls of your feet and see how low you can sink down. Feel the power of your legs. I'm going to invite you now to come a bit wider with the feet diagonal and just make this bend forward, lean over, put your elbows on your thighs and just get this sumo stance. Now we're going to stay here for a while. Like I said, we stay here until we feel discomfort. Breathing down into the belly, breathing down into the pelvis. We want to get this energy moving, so the breath is also helping the circulation of energy. If you want to make a sound, if the sound comes up, if it's just You feel like you want to express, totally okay. All right, and then we're coming up. You might feel a slight tremoring already. You can just shake your legs loose. Now we're going to do an exercise together which is going to deepen our breath and release tensions all through the front and the back of the body. So we're with our weight on the balls of the feet on the front. We have our hands up, fingers interlocked, and we're just going to move the pelvis forward and keep our head straight. And I hope you can still hear me now. Yep, that's no problem. And we're just going to keep our head, our hands above our head and behind our head. Move the pelvis forward until we feel this big stretch in the front of the body. And if you can see me, you can see that my tremoring is in the legs. I feel this vibrating of the legs. I'm breathing deeply into the belly, into the pelvis. So this is called the bow and the arch, one of bioenergetics exercises. And you can read more about this on the internet. Keep that beautiful bow stretch, and then we can bring the pelvis back, bring the arms forward. And if you suffer from low back pain, then this exercise, you should do it gently or just skip it. Because if you feel pain, then that's a sign that you're going too far. Slight discomfort is okay. So we have the feet still slightly parallel, the weight on the balls of the feet. Now we're going to do a forward bend. We bend forward. The knees are unlocked, and we can bend over until we have the fingers just above the ground. We're breathing deeply. The head is loose. Arms are loose. And so this tremoring, maybe you can feel this tremoring now in the legs. Tremoring is a sign of trauma release. These chronic tensions are being released. Beautiful. We can slowly come back up, being careful because we can get quite lightheaded if we come up too quickly. We can shake the body a little bit. And this is an exercise that can be repeated. We can do the bow and the arch again as many times as you like in the morning. Feel what it does for you. Feel how lively it makes you feel. Feel how more you feel connected with the body afterwards. And so next we're going to do our exercise that we've done already in the past videos, the spinal cord breathing. Breathing in, arms back, pelvis back, and breathing out, arms forward, pelvis forward. Doing this repetitively in your own tempo, keeping your top of your body straight, sinking down on the out breath. A beautiful exercise for releasing the tension in the spine. To open the vertebrae, make space for this spinal fluid and energy to flow. All right, beautiful. So bring your hands over your belly. We're all warmed up now. Just feel what these exercises have done for you. And always when you do this type of exercises, feel how did I feel before the exercise and how do I feel after the exercise? And see what it does for you. So we can take a seat now, coming back in our sitting position. Having your feet just in front of you on the ground, keeping your back straight. And we're going to do the fire breathing exercise together. Remember what this was. We're breathing out from the navel. The navel is coming back towards the spine in fast movements. And every time we breathe out with the abdomen, every time we pull the navel back, we're also pulling up gently the muscles of our pelvic floor, the perineum and the anus, just slightly, 10% of your capabilities. When we're doing this together, we're doing it 30 times, but remember you can do this practice until you feel nice and warm in the belly, breathing in, and then we'll do the breathing together. Okay. Now we're just breathing normally, breathing relaxed, breathing deeply. Now we take a deep breath into the belly, into the chest, and hold the breath. And breathe out. Now we're just breathing softly, letting the breath happen by itself. And now we're going to do an exercise which is called pushing energy down the front of the body. So what are we going to do? We're going to push energy down the front of the body. For this exercise, I want to invite you to press the tip of the tongue against the top of your mouth. Keep breathing in the belly. You can place your hands over your belly. And what I'm going to invite you to do, you keep a slight compression, slight toning in your pelvic floor. And on every out breath, I'm going to ask you to feel that there is an energy flowing from the top of your head down along the point between your eyebrows, the tip of the tongue, the throat, your chest, your belly, and down into the earth. And I want you to emphasize this on every out breath. So on every out breath, you feel this energy moving down as if there's a magnet under your feet in the center of the earth that is pulling the energy down. And in the beginning, this can be a little bit strange, confusing to feel, but with practice, you will feel it. And we can use the hands to support this movement. Every time we breathe out, we, with the palms down, we support this downward and moving energy. Breathing in, palms up, and breathing out, feeling this energy being pulled down by the earth. The energy moves from above your head, down the point between your eyebrows, along the tongue, the throat, the chest, the belly, along your legs, into the earth. And this is an exercise that can be done, and with time you will become more sensitive, and you will be able to do it with more force. And the more force you can use with this exercise, and keep doing the exercise while I'm talking, by the way, the more force you will notice that your body starts to tremor. It starts to shake by itself, and that this can be a very powerful exercise. And it helps to release trauma, and it helps to bring in energy from the heavens down into your body and down into the earth. But your body absorbs a lot of energy. Now bring your hands over your navel, and I invite you to feel on the out breath, feel this energy being pushed down to your pelvic floor. And on the out breath, you can just relax your body, breathe in, feel this slight compression in the muscles of the anus, and you feel energy flowing just naturally up along the spine. Just relax up to your head and above your head. And on the out breath again, you push that energy down to the earth. The in breath, you just relax, feel along your spine up with your attention to your crown. Have the attention, your felt sense close to your body, not too much outside of your body, not too far out above your head. Just keep it close to your body. And the closer you keep it to your body, the more charge and energy, life force energy you will attract. Now, if you're at home and if you're enjoying this exercise, please don't stop. Keep it going. But to finish up, we're just going to move our hands over our navel, over our belly, and feel our attention here. Feel as if we're gathering everything in our lower belly. Smiling down. Okay. So if you enjoyed the exercises, remember I also work one-on-one, and we also have programs, group programs, where we do these exercises in depth, where we also look at diet, lifestyle tips, how to do these practices, spending more time doing the practices and going more in depth and detail about the theory about the life force energy. So we have a lot more videos. We have a playlist of the Nofap series which you can follow one by one, starting with the beginning. And we have a lot of videos on this channel where you can learn more about these interesting topics. So be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. So practice and enjoy, and follow your bliss.